Welcome to StopFake, the place where we set the record straight on disinformation about Ukraine. I'm Irena Chalupa with this week's dissection of Russian alternate reality. Among the fakes we examined this week, Islamic radicals flocking to southern Ukraine. Ukraine will not survive the winter without coal from occupied Donbass. President Poroshenko's chocolate factory in Russia making profits, and Polish soldiers drinking vodka with Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Zakharova. Those are the topics, so let's start debunking. Russian media regularly portray Ukraine as a threat to world security. Earlier this year, Russian sites were awash with fakes claiming that ISIS was operating training camps in southern Ukraine. Prolonging this theme, this week many Russian sites claimed that Islamist radicals were amassing in the Kherson area. They cite Russian Duma deputy Ruslan Balbek, who alleges there's a large concentration of Islamic radicals on the border with Crimea. Previous fake stories about Islamist radicals in Ukraine were also disseminated by Balbek while he was still Deputy Prime Minister of occupied Crimea. Balbek is a pro-Russian Crimean Tatar. He was recently elected to the Russian Duma. It's unclear what he bases his claims on, as there is no evidence of a growing Islamic presence in southern Ukraine. Responding to StopFake's inquiry about Balbek's allegations, Center for Middle Eastern Studies Director Ihor Semivolos called Balbek's claims complete nonsense. There is not a grain of truth in Balbek's allegations about Islamic religious extremism in Ukraine, he said. The only people who congregate on the border with Crimea are taxi drivers, said Semivolos, who carry passengers from the Novo-Oleksiivka train station to the occupied territory. Ukraine suspended train service to Crimea after Russia annexed the peninsula. Many Ukrainians still travel to the occupied area to visit family members. The leader of the self-declared Donetsk People's Republic, Alexander Zakharchenko, declared that Ukraine will not survive the winter without coal from the occupied territories. Zakharchenko thinks Ukraine is not prepared for the winter season and its reserves of coal are not enough to heat Ukrainian homes for the entire season. Ukrainian state utility agencies tell a different story. While the amount of coal currently in reserve is somewhat less than what was planned, a fact that Ukraine's energy ministry does not deny, the shortfall is the result of Ukraine's rail service being unable to complete all scheduled deliveries. Ukraine's energy minister Ihor Nasalik recently announced plans to double the amount of coal mined in Ukraine. Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko's Russian Confectionery company located in Lipetsk, Russia, is operating normally and making a profit, announced Russian President Vladimir Putin while speaking at the Valdai Discussion Club on October 29th. Not bothering to check Putin's statement, Russian media immediately disseminated his claim throughout Russia. In fact, the Russian factory in Lipetsk is not profitable, as Putin claims. The company has been operating at a loss for the last 2 years, according to its financial statements published on the securities market site Disclosure. In 2014, the Lipetsk Russian factory declared a loss of more than $6 million. In 2015, almost $1 million. According to the Russian annual report, the 2015 loss is a result of decreased production and insufficient sales to cover the company's operating expenses. Russia's Federal Tax Service also reported on Roshen's losses. The accounting firm Azur confirmed Roshen's financial statement. The popular Russian online newspaper Lenta.ru published a story this week claiming that Polish soldiers met with Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova and even drank vodka with her. A few hours later, Lenta.ru followed with yet another story claiming that Polish military compared Zakharova's beauty to a Kalashnikov. The headline refers to an alleged compliment paid Zakharova by Jerzy Tic, a representative of the Kursk Military Patriotic Association. This association is an organization partially financed by Russia. It glorifies Russia and is dedicated to restoring monuments to Soviet soldiers in Poland. Tits is also a member of the pro-Russian party Zmiana, which means change, and is often accused of anti-Semitism and propagating communist ideas. Mr. Tits, who appears to be a great fan of military uniforms and the St. George ribbon, a Russian military symbol, has absolutely nothing to do with the Polish military, and he is not a representative of any official Polish military association. In a recent interview with the Russian Defense Ministry channel Zvezda, Tits, wearing a military outfit and the St. George ribbon, told the interviewer that Russophobia was the official policy of the current Polish administration. Whatever Lenta Rus headlines may pronounce, the Polish military never met with Maria Zakharova, nor did they compare her beauty to an AK-47. That's it for this week. Our video digest presents only a few of the fakes we debunk every week. Look for more disinformation set straight on the StopFake website. Be vigilant. Look out for fakes, and if you spot anything that smacks of disinformation about Ukraine, send it to us for a truth autopsy. I'm Irena Chalupa, and this is StopFake. Thanks for watching.